Hi, welcome back. This is Kevin Thomas with the At Home Film Festival. I am so excited about this week because I am bringing you bad Halloween movies. I've got 7 of them for you. I actually cheated at the last minute and I added a couple. But you know what? To make a bad movie, it's just as difficult to make a good movie because a bad movie you like and follow is a piece of art. There's a lot of bad movies that are boring and awful and no one likes those and you don't watch them again. But some of these bad movies are award winners and they have a big following. But I'm always trying to introduce you to something new. So I will not be screening this one. I'm not recommending, even though I love it, Plan 9 from Outer Space. This has been voted many times as the worst film ever made. You probably already knew this. And the director, Ed Wood, has a history of making bad movies. So you watch those on your own. But for my week, let's look at something a little different. Let's see what we got, okay? Now, we're also not doing The Birds, which I'm showing, but this reminds me of how some of my bad movie origins came. My oldest brother, Pat, as I mentioned before, used to scare the crap out of us kids. So we would watch movies like The Birds, and that really stuck with me. But I think The Birds started a whole genre of animals attacking people films because we ended up with rats. We ended up with lizards and snakes and spiders. There's even a movie about scary rabbits. So The Bird started something, but of all those movies, guess what I picked? I picked the movie, I'm not gonna tell you, let's wait, here it comes. I picked the movie Frogs. Okay, now Frogs is such a weird movie because first of all, the frogs really don't do a lot of attacking themselves. They just ribbit. In fact, I do speak Froglili, so I think I can interpret what they say. Let's take a moment and listen, okay? What? Yeah, the movie's dumb. Kill them all. What? What? You hate the people? The movie's stupid? You want to be in another film? You wish you were in The Birds? Oh. Sam Elliott does look good. But anyway, the frogs turn to other animals, because here we have a story where Sam Elliott, pre-mustache, by the way, you know, he has the second most famous mustache. I'm also picking this movie because Sam Elliott is really tasty. He went on to do Lifeguard. A lot of people know him from A Star is Born as, ooh, the frogs! His only Oscar nomination, but he's done a lot of stuff. And in Frogs, guess what? His pants get wet. And for the rest of the movie, you could see what he's packing in those jeans. And that alone would make a gay person watch Frogs. But otherwise, the frogs, they inspire and they talk to like the spiders and the butterflies and the crabs and make them do all the killing. They just sit around making noise having this rich family in their country home complain. But Frogs does have a very fun tagline, first the pond, then the world. So we're using frogs here to represent all those animals and reptile movies that scare the crap out of us. So here we have Scream and Scream Again. I remember this film like I just saw it yesterday and it scared the life out of little young cute Kevin. My sister was forced to babysit me, so she took me to a triple feature of horror. The first movie, I forgot the title, but it was about a family of redheaded witches that had to get boiled at the end because they were witches. Then we had Scream and Scream Again, where the only way to kill these homemade people from Vincent Price is to dip them in acid. I mean, there was a scene, I think it's gonna come up, where the spooky guy that they caught, he bites his hand off and the hand just stays on the car and he runs. After seeing that, I told my sister, I am so sorry, but I cannot stay for the third movie. Take me home. She wasn't very happy about that because, oh, is that the hand biting? Maybe not. Anyway, this also is the only movie that featured 3 horror legends, Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, and Peter Cushing. Together, they're probably in the movie not very long, and one of them doesn't even have a scene with the other 2. He's on set for 1 day, but at least they were able to get his name on the marquee to help sell tickets. But if you want to scream and scream again, like poor little sweet Kevin did, I would seek out this movie and seek it out fast. Oh no. Oh, wait. I'm not gonna go yet. I think this is the guy. I may be taking too long, but I think they're chasing him. They're going to catch him. They're going to put him on a bumper, and he's going to bite his hand off, and that scared me. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Oh, he's falling down the cliff. Oh, there we go. Okay, wait. Oh, he can't get away from that. Oh, no. The police, we got him under control. Roger that. Okay, so what's going to happen? Oh, my God. He's gone. How did he leave? No, here we go. Here comes the shot. Here comes. Ah! Okay, that doesn't scare me now, but little sweet Kevin was so afraid. Maureen, what did you do to me? A movie that probably started my love for bad films from the Golden Turkey Awards is Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. My friends Pat and Bud and I used to love to watch these movies. We used to go to art house theaters and watch a lot of these schlocky, over-the-top bad movies. This is trying to be a comedy. It's not as funny as it could be. But you gotta admit, the idea of killer tomatoes tormenting a world is very funny. It even, I think, was nominated for Worst Song. I kind of remember, I can't believe I still remember these lyrics, but like a line of like, I know I'm gonna miss a tomato ate my sister. Anyway, the tomatoes attack. Pat and Bud and I then started a rampage of watching a lot of these schlocky Golden Turkey Award movies. So let's keep watching, okay? Thank you. And remember, tomato is a fruit. Now we're doing 3 movies in a row that all won Golden Turkey Awards. First, we had The Brain That Wouldn't Die. This movie even didn't die because you know what? This year it was remade and is playing at horror film festivals, and there's a musical in the works. But it's about this mad, crazy scientist that's so in love with his fiancée, but he drives like a maniac. So guess what? Oh no, the brakes don't work. They go over. She kind of dies. But her brain is still alive, so he puts her on the tray. The nickname for her in the cult world is Jan on a Pan. But anyway, he spends the rest of the movie trying to find a hot bod of a woman that could take her brain. So he's gonna have the best of both worlds. He's gonna have the hot woman, shapely, sexy body with Jan's brain on it. Anyway, super fun movie, completely unbelievable. I'm gonna try to seek out, oh, he's searching for bodies. I'm gonna try to seek out one of the remakes to see if it's gonna be just as fun, but I do know the remake has higher rated reviews. This was considered good bad. The remake is good. Another Golden Turkey winner is Robot Monster. The Golden Turkeys, by the way, were a short-lived award thing, mainly just a book. They're kind of a preamble to the Golden Raspberries for Worst in Movies. But the director of this film really wanted a good product. Although he got Golden Turkey, and it's often been a Mystery Science Theater, he was so sad by the humiliating reviews, he tried to kill himself. So I don't want to be funny about that. But I will be funny about the budget seemed so low that here we have Robot Monster, where he looks like a gorilla with a spaceman's hat. I mean, couldn't they afford an entire costume? That's what I really want to know. The movie isn't even very long, so you could squeeze this between any other horror films you try to watch this weekend or the rest of the month. But this movie is worth your time. It is a Golden Turkey Award winner after all. So let's see what else won Golden Turkeys, okay? Come on. The stories behind The Creeping Terror are just as interesting as the movie. First of all, where it was filmed was a ranch that stopped being used for films. And guess what? Who owned it later? The Manson family, yes. And then it's rumored that they had a really scary monster, but a few days before the movie, someone stole it. So guess what? They had to invent a monster at the last minute. And the sound got lost. So they dubbed almost the entire movie, but worse than the dubbing is narration. Yes, Johnny decided to open the door. Johnny said goodbye as he left. I mean, that really does not make this movie good. But what is really cracks me up about this movie is here you have a shag carpet going down the streets slowly, and yet it still catches the people. They just stand there and scream. This guy's fishing. He's just gonna, hey, Billy. I mean, run, guy, run. You're gonna save your life. Get out of there. But no, everybody in The Creeping Terror just sort of waits for the terror to creep to them and suck them down like a shag carpet. Oh, looks like that one guy was fighting back. But anyway, The Creeping Terror is fun on so many levels. Hope you enjoy it. I did too. Thank you, Joe Bob Briggs at the Drive-In, for introducing me to Evil Tunes. It looks like one of those TNA movies because there was just A, but it's about some girls that get sent to clean up a mansion. Now the smart one, and you know she's smart because she wears glasses, she reads Latin from a book, and the last sentence in the book says, "Don't read this out loud," and she had already read it out loud. So what that does is open up a spirit from the book, which is really a cartoon. So this is like the semi-porn Roger Rabbit. So that cartoon character rapes women and kills them. Rape is never fun, but when you're laying on the floor as an actress and this cartoon is on top of you abusing you, you gotta admit that's super funny. Another thing I love about this awful, awful fun movie, which is so hard to get, you probably have to buy the DVD, but it's worth it, is the lead actress, Monique Gabrielle. She plays the smart one. She's like, I don't think I'm as pretty as the other girls. So there's a scene, because we need the T, we already saw the A. She takes up her top in the mirror, and then she looks to see, like, what's wrong with her? She takes off her glasses, it shows she's pretty, she shakes her boobs a bit. So she brings the tea, and look at, we even have famous people. Artie Johnson's kind of famous, and yes, David Carradine definitely is famous, and they're in Evil Tunes, or the semi-porn Roger Rabbit horror film. Okay, well, no. I have more to come. I'm still laughing myself. I'm actually stifling because I just laughed the whole time. What's next? Let's find out what's going on. Let's go back to my sister's bad influences, shall we? So now she could drive. She still has to babysit me because I'm still younger. So we used to go to weekend movies with her older friends. We would see movies like triple features, all $5 a carload. She'd fill the front seat and the back seat with kids and friends. And the trunk sometimes, but shh. Anyway, one time we went to a movie that included the corpse grinders. Oh no, they're grinding corpses. What are they gonna do? This is like, follow this. This is kind of like the cycle dog food. A cat food company is losing money in business, so they need to still make product. So they hire some weirdo, this guy, who digs up corpses and gives it to them, and they put it through the corpse grinder, and then they use that as the meat in the cat food. But what makes it like the cycle dog food, by the way, I think the guy was just saying, no meat, no money, or no money, no meat. Anyway, what happens is they put them in cans and sell them to people, but the cats go rabid, and they become vicious and terrible. So guess what? Those cats, look at them. They eat the people, they bite the people, and the people end up dying. So guess what? So you buy the cat food, your cat eats it, you get murdered by your cat, you become a corpse, and then you become the corpse grinder. And you go through the machine, and then you become new cat food. Just like cycle dog food, as I said, but cycling in a different way. Anyway, what else do we have? I can't remember, so let's just look. So speaking of food, then we have the folks at Red Wolf Inn. I think it's been renamed Terror at Red Wolf Inn because the folks at Red Wolf Inn does sound as sweet as these people. But this little old couple invites college kids to come stay with them for the weekend. Oh, these girls or boys, whoever gets to go, are so lucky because they eat this really delicious food. Look how big those ribs are. You know what? That's the previous guests. Yeah, so first there was 3, then there's 2, then there's 1. Their crazy son killed them, and guess who did not get that part? Richard Dreyfuss tried to get that part, and he was turned down. Hopefully, he says, because he was too talented. But in the meantime, if you want to enjoy a little cannibalism, well cooked and not over seasoned, I would watch the folks at Red Wolf Inn. They're dying to have you for dinner. I didn't make that up. That's actually the slogan of the movie, so give them the credit, but I'll take it if you want to. Thank you. So I had picked out my final movie. It was a 2-headed film, but I thought I needed at least a 2-headed runner-up. So The Incredible Two-Headed Transplant is our runner-up for worst 2-headed movie. It's got a good cast. It's got Bruce Dern in it, who's super talented and famous, and Casey Kasem. You may not know that name, but he was forever the American Top 40 Countdown person, and he acts in this film. So we got 2 guys sharing a body, 2 heads. Sounds dumb, but it's not the worst one. So let's go now to the worst movie of the two-headed transplant. I wonder what that is. Let's look and see. Our worst two-headed transplant movie is The Thing with Two Heads, starring Oscar winner Ray Milland and sports hero Rosie Greer. Now, I'm not making up this story, but it's about taking a white bigot and putting his head on a soul brother's body. I did not make up those words. That's how they describe this film. So they get transplanted. So what we're gonna do is have Ebony and Ivory kind of stuck together for the rest of their life. So yeah, that looks believable to me. So here we've got our Oscar-winning white actor with Rosie Greer's face stuck right on him as they run around town. So it's shocking that there were two movies that were considered for their worst two-headed films, but there you have it. Anyway, this is a super fun week for me because I love and hate these movies at the same time. They have a lot of cult followings. I hope you tune in, find them on your streaming devices. And until then, what movie did you hate that I should love? Tell me, I love to hear your feedback. And also subscribe, please. And if you hit the notifications, you'll hear when my next show will be out. In the meantime, this is Kevin being scared and not scared at the same time. And I'm sorry and not sorry. And see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.